Have you ever wanted to be in the best shape of your life? Have you ever wanted to the best training in the world? And have you ever wanted to pay those student loans back that you had to take out? If you answered yes to all those, then you need to join the National Guard. A lot of us go through a point in time when we need some guidance and direction in our lives. The National Guard can give you that guidance and point you in that right direction and open up a door of possibility and opportunities to you. My credentials are that I am going through this process right now of joining the National Guard. I take the ASVAB this Friday, and also my uncle retired from the National Guard as a lieutenant colonel, so he understands a lot about the National Guard. He also told me a lot of great benefits that will come from the training, from being in the National Guard, and the experience of a lifetime that I'll receive. The purpose of this speech is to convince you why joining the National Guard is such a great idea and the benefits from joining the National Guard. The topics that I'm going to discuss tonight are mainly the student loan repayment, the training that you'll receive, the benefits, and the physical training from basic training that you'll get, which will put you in such great shape for the future. So let's start with the most important one, which is loan repayment. Most of us have to take student loans out because school just costs too much to pay out of pocket. Where if you could, that is fantastic, but if not, student loans is what 90% of us do these days. But thanks to the National Guard and serving a time of 6 years or more, you'll be able to pay all your student loans off and not have to worry about it anymore. Because the National Guard pays up to $50,000 back in student loans. So if you have a loan like me that's less than $50,000, you never have to worry about paying one of those bills ever again. This reference comes from the Cash Money Life website. The next thing I want to talk to you is about training. In the interview with my uncle, Mr. Anderson, and from the National Guard website, the training you receive in the National Guard, you are able to learn your job, but if your job translates to your civilian world, you can take that training and translate it into the civilian world where you're working. Like me, I want to do something in the medical profession, so I am learning. I want to go into something in the medical field in the military. That way, while I'm in school and while I'm at work in the future, I'll be able to translate my experience from the military to my civilian life. Again, those are references from the National Guard website and from my interview with my uncle, Lieutenant Colonel Tim Anderson. Last thing I want to discuss with you is Last thing I want to discuss with you is the benefits of the National Guard and the benefits of basic training. The physical training that you go through is intense, but if you overcome the physical barriers and if you overcome the mental barriers that you go through in basic training, all kinds of opportunities will be opened up to you simply because you took the chance to do what a lot of people cannot do. And again, it just opens a whole new world up to you. The last thing I want to talk to you about is the benefits. And that is a reference from military.com. And according to the article in Future magazine called Rise Up, you can go to school full time and then on one weekend out of the month disappear and go do your drill for that weekend and then come back and go to school and then sometime during the summer do your 2 weeks of training and then you're done. That way you do not have to miss any school or anything and you stay on top of everything. That is a really great benefit for joining the National Guard. In conclusion, I hesitated one time by not joining the National Guard. I do not want anyone else to make the same mistake that I did because I refuse to make that mistake now. I also went over with you the student loan repayment that the National Guard contributes to, the training that you'll receive, and the physical fitness and benefits you'll receive from being in the National Guard. All these are great things about it. In the end, not just the National Guard, but any branch of the military will do this for you, but it's the sense of honor and pride within yourself that allows you to go further and do more things than you ever thought possible. Thank you for your time.